5 undervalued luxury cars. Everyone ignores. Most people buy luxury cars the same way. They chase the badge, they overpay, and 3 years later, they regret it. Meanwhile, a $70,000 flagship is selling for $13. V8 luxury, Camry money. More rear legroom than an S-Class for 12 grand. These aren't bad cars. They're the cars people discover after they've already wasted money. Let's make sure that's not you. Here's the deal. We're not chasing appreciation. We're hunting value. Cars that are cheap now, comfortable as hell, proven reliable for years, and genuinely great to drive. The rule: low buy-in, high comfort, strong reliability, low downside. These 5 hit depreciation floors. They feel expensive. They're not. Let's start with the one nobody saw coming. Car number 5, Hyundai Equus, 2011 to 2016. A Hyundai that out-luxuries an S-Class. It's not a joke. It's a stealth flagship and it's dirt cheap. Price now, starting around $11,000 to $19,000 used, depending on miles and condition. New, 60 to 70 grand. Now, Camry money for S-Class comfort. Why overlooked? Simple. The badge says Hyundai, but this thing was engineered to go toe-to-toe with the Germans. Flagship isolation, reclining rear seats, ultra-quiet cabin, soft, floaty ride. It was designed to float, and it does. Hyundai built this car to prove they could compete at the highest level, and they succeeded. The problem? Most buyers never gave it a chance because of the nameplate. That's why you can buy one now for the price of a used Accord. Driving feel and stats. Under the hood, 5.0-liter TAU Phi 8, 429 horsepower. Naturally aspirated, no turbos to grenade. 0 to 60, 5.4 seconds. In a car that cost 11 grand, this isn't a sports sedan. It's a rolling den. Smooth, quiet, effortless highway pull. Think old-school American luxury with Korean precision. Comfort, safety, UI. True flagship isolation. Reclining rear seats with massage. Heated and cooled everything. Cabin noise? Almost non-existent. This was Hyundai's halo car. They threw everything at it. The rear seats are where this car really shines. Power recline, Ottoman-style footrests, individual climate controls. This is chauffeur-level comfort. Safety, big car crash protection, high equipment level for the era. You're getting adaptive cruise, blind spot monitoring, lane keep assist, all standard. UI, conventional controls. Physical buttons for HVAC and audio. No touch-only frustration 10 years later. The infotainment might look dated by today's standards, but it works. And more importantly, it'll keep working. No software bugs, no frozen screens, no updates required. Owner testimonial. Quote, "I bought mine with 80K miles for $13,500. People think I'm crazy until they sit in the back seat. Then they ask where I hid the S-Class." End quote. Mike T., Equus owner, 2015 model, trap to avoid. Air suspension corners fail. About $500 per corner to replace. Inspect suspension height and ride quality. Listen for compressor noise. Check for leaks. Deferred maintenance kills these. Get a pre-purchase inspection. Verify service records. If the previous owner kept up with oil changes and didn't ignore warning lights, you're in good shape. But if they treated it like a disposable car because it depreciated so hard, walk away. Do that, you've got a flagship for pocket change. That's number 5, a Hyundai that embarrasses German flagships. Number 4, it's got more rear legroom than an S-Class and a V8 borrowed from a truck. Car number 4, Infiniti Q70/Q70L, 2014 to 2019. Dated interior, forgotten nameplate, truck-grade V8. The Q70 is the luxury sedan nobody remembers, and that's your opportunity. Price now, starting around $12,000 to $22,000 for clean examples. Depreciated roughly 70% from new. That's flagship money evaporating into your bank account. Why overlooked? The interior styling hurt new sales. It looks a generation behind the Germans. But mechanically, rock solid. And the Q70L, the long wheelbase version, has more rear legroom than an S-Class. Seriously, measure it. Infiniti stretched the wheelbase by 5.9 inches. All of that went to rear seat passengers. You're getting 41.4 inches of rear legroom. That's more than a Mercedes S-Class, more than a BMW 7 Series, more than a Lexus LS for 12 grand. Driving feel and stats. 2 engines, both bulletproof. Base, 3.7-liter VQV6, 330 horsepower. Durable, smooth, Nissan's workhorse. The Hero 5.6-liter V8, 416 horsepower. This is the same engine in the Nissan Titan and Patrol. Built to tow, built to take abuse. 0 to 60 in the V8, 5.0 seconds flat. Top speed, 155 miles per hour. That's truck power in a luxury wrapper. Rear-wheel drive, traditional 7-speed auto. Classic luxury dynamics, stable, confident, strong highway pull. Because this engine was designed for heavy-duty use, it's over-engineered for sedan duty. That means longevity, comfort, safety, UI, supple leather, quiet cabin, strong linear power delivery. This is old-school luxury. No gimmicks, just comfort. The seats are plush and supportive. The ride is smooth without being floaty, and the cabin is genuinely quiet at highway speeds. Safety, well-equipped for its era, predictable, robust crash behavior. You're getting standard features like forward collision warning, automatic emergency braking, and a round-view monitor on most trims. UI, physical buttons for climate and audio. Fewer software gremlins as it ages. Simple, reliable. The dual-screen setup might look old-fashioned, but it's intuitive. Top screen for navigation, bottom screen for audio and climate. No hunting through menus. Owner testimonial. Quote, "I've had my Q70 5.6 for 4 years and 60,000 miles. Zero issues. It's faster than my buddy's 550e, and I've spent a tenth of what he has on repairs." End quote. Carlos R., Q70 owner, 2016 model. Trap to avoid: abused fleet cars, confirm transmission fluid changes, and inspect front suspension for wear. If you want big power plus comfort, the 5.6 V8 is the sweet spot. Just verify service history. Check for corporate fleet use. Some of these were executive cars that got driven hard and serviced on schedule. Others were rental fleet cars that got beaten. Know the difference. Number 4, limo space, truck power, luxury car refinement. Number 3, it's the athlete of this group, and it'll hit 200,000 miles like it's nothing. Car number 3, Lexus GS 350, 2013-2020. The GS 350 is the luxury sedan that refuses to die. Overshadowed by German badges, outlast them by 100,000 miles. Price now, starting around $15,000 to $30,000, depending on year, miles, and trim. For context, a 2016 GS 350F Sport with 60K miles, about $22,000. That's Camry money for a car that drives like a 5 Series and lasts like a Camry. Why overlooked? Badge prestige. The 5 Series and E-Class get all the attention. But the GS, it's the smart money pick. Lexus standard durability, sharp chassis, high-quality materials that hold up like the car is brand new. Owners regularly pass 200,000 plus miles with routine maintenance. This is the car enthusiasts buy after they have owned the Germans and gotten tired of repair bills. It's the car mechanics recommend to their friends, and it's the car that holds up better than anything else in this price range. Driving feel and stats. Under the hood, 3.5-liter V6, 306 to 311 horsepower, depending on year. Naturally aspirated, Lexus reliable. 0 to 60, 5.7 seconds. 6-speed or 8-speed auto, depending on year. Rear-wheel drive standard, all-wheel drive available. The F-Sport trim, adaptive dampers, sharper steering. This is the athletic uncle who still runs marathons at 55. Quiet, composed, confidence-inspiring, and it handles. This isn't a sports car, but it's genuinely fun to drive on a back road. And unlike the Germans, it doesn't punish you with a harsh ride when you're just commuting. Comfort, safety, UI. Sharp chassis doesn't mean harsh ride. The GS balances both beautifully. Cabin materials, high-quality leather, real wood, tight panel gaps. Feels modern even today. The interior quality is where Lexus really separates itself. The leather doesn't crack, the wood doesn't peel, the buttons don't wear out. A 10-year-old GS interior looks and feels like it's 3 years old. Safety. Good active safety adoption for its era. Classic Lexus crash performance. You're getting pre-collision braking, adaptive cruise, lane departure warning on most trims. UI clean ergonomics. Physical buttons remain. Infotainment is conservative but dependable. The remote touch controller takes some getting used to, but once you learn it, it's intuitive. And unlike touchscreens, it doesn't get covered in fingerprints. Owner testimonial. Quote, "I'm at 187,000 miles on my 2014 GS 350. Original engine, original transmission. I've done oil changes, brakes, and tires. That's it. This thing is a legend." End quote. Jennifer L., GS350 owner, 2014 model. Trap to avoid. Honestly, there aren't major traps. Just avoid massive wheels if you want maximum ride comfort. Verify maintenance. Check for accident history. That's it. The F-Sport models come with 19-inch wheels. They look great, but they firm up the ride. If comfort is your priority, stick with the base 18-inch setup. This is as close to a sure thing as you'll find in the used luxury market. Number 3, the athlete that never quits. Number 2, Peak Mercedes. Comfortable, durable, properly built, and shockingly cheap. If you love smart luxury buys and real-world owner proof, hit that subscribe button and join the community. We're cutting through the hype, one goldmine at a time. Now let's talk about the Mercedes everyone should be buying. Car number 2, Mercedes-Benz E-Class, W212, 2010 to 2016. Everyone stretches for a W213 or pays S-Class money. The W212 facelift, peak modern Mercedes, comfortable, durable, bulletproof V6, and it's trading in the low teens. A clean 2012 to 2014 E3504 Matic, just over $13,000 in many markets. Facelift models 2014 to 2016, $10,000 to $16,000 for solid examples. New, these were 50 to 60 grand. Now, they're accessible and they're good. People chase the latest generation, or they assume all older Mercedes are money pits. But the W212 facelift, especially the E350 with the M276 V6, is arguably the most reliable modern Mercedes sedan. Classic Mercedes ride, seat tuning, quiet, composed highway cruiser. Many owners keep these for 200,000 plus miles. This generation represents the sweet spot. Modern enough to have the tech and safety features you want, old enough that the over-engineering hadn't been cost cut out yet. Mercedes was still building these to last. Engine 3.5-liter V6, M276, 302 horsepower. Smooth, refined, and in facelift years, bulletproof. 0 to 60, 5.9 seconds, 4MA TIC, 7-speed automatic, rear-wheel drive, or 4MATIC all-wheel drive. This is classic Mercedes. Effortless power, composed handling, and that signature waft. And in manual mode, it's actually responsive. The ride quality is what Mercedes built its reputation on. Smooth, controlled, never harsh. This is a car that makes long highway drives feel effortless. Classic Mercedes ride and seat tuning. Quiet, refined. Feels like a much more expensive car. The seats are some of the best in the business. Supportive without being firm. Comfortable for hours. And the multi-contour adjustment lets you dial in the perfect fit. Safety, best of the 21st century Mercedes reputation. Trickle-down S-Class engineering. You're getting attention assist, collision prevention assist, blind spot monitoring, and a suite of airbags. UI, minimalist generation. Buttons and dials for HVAC and core functions. Avoids the touch-only pitfalls of newer models. The command system is dated but functional. Navigation works. Bluetooth works. And because everything has a physical button backup, you're never stuck hunting through menus while driving. Owner testimonial, quote, "I bought my 2014 E3504 Matic with 72K miles for $14,200. I'm now at 140K. It's been flawless. Best car I've ever owned, and I've owned a lot." End quote. David K., W212 owner, 2014 model. Trap to avoid. Avoid pre-2014 models with the older SBC braking system, though most issues were resolved by recall. Check service history. Inspect for rust in harsh salt markets. The M276 V6 and facelift years is the safe bet. Stick with that, verify maintenance, and you're golden. Look for cars with complete service records. Mercedes dealers stamp the service book. Independent shops should have invoices. No records? Walk away. Number 2, peak Mercedes for pocket change. And number 1, badge bias killed its resale, but it's the best value proposition in modern luxury sedans. But before we get there, let's get real for a second. Hold up. None of these cars are cheap if you buy the wrong one. A neglected Equus with blown air suspension? Money pit? A Q70 with no service records? Gamble. A GS 350 that's been wrecked and poorly repaired? Nightmare. Here's the truth. These are gold mines only if you do your homework. Pre-purchase inspection, service history, no accidents, clean title. Do that? You're golden. Skip it? You're buying someone else's problem. All right, reality check over. Let's finish strong with the car nobody knows about. Car number 1, Genesis G80, 2017 to 2020. Lexus rivaling quiet, flagship comfort, long powertrain warranty when new. The Genesis G80 is the luxury sedan everyone ignores because they've never heard of it. And that ignorance, it's your goldmine. Price now, starting around $14,000 to $28,000, depending on engine and miles. New, these were $42,000 to $55,000 plus. Do the math. That's flagship depreciation working for you. Badge bias, simple as that. Genesis is a young brand. People don't know it, so they don't buy it used. But the G80, it's arguably the best buy in modern luxury sedans for quietness, features, and long-term value. J.D. Power reliability score, 85 out of 100. Long powertrain warranty when new, transferable in many cases. Genesis was Hyundai's answer to Lexus. They studied what made Lexus successful and applied those lessons. The result? A car that matches or beats the Germans in most categories at a fraction of the price. 2 engines. Base, 3.8-liter V6, 311 horsepower. Durable, smooth, refined. The Beast, 5.0-liter V8, 420 horsepower. 0 to 60 in 4.9 seconds. Top speed, 149 miles per hour. That's serious performance from a car nobody's heard of. 8-speed automatic, rear-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. This is elegant over flash, quiet, comfortable, effortless power delivery. Perfect daily luxury with low noise and zero fatigue. The V6 is more than adequate for most buyers. It's refined, responsive, and gets better fuel economy. Lexus rivaling cabin quiet, soft ride, big back seat, materials, high-quality leather, real wood, excellent fit and finish. The cabin is genuinely impressive. Soft touch materials everywhere. Real aluminum trim, Napa leather on higher trims. This interior feels like it belongs in a car twice the price. Safety, competitive active safety suite, robust crash engineering for its era. You're getting forward collision avoidance, lane keep assist, blind spot monitoring, rear cross traffic alert, all standard. UI, simple, functional interfaces. No overcomplicated touch stacks, just works. The infotainment is straightforward. 8-inch touchscreen, Apple CarPlay, and Android Auto on later models, and physical knobs for volume and tuning. It's not flashy, but it's easy to use. Owner testimonial, quote, I cross-shopped the E-Class and 5 Series, bought the G80 3.8 for $18K less. 3 years later, I have zero regrets. It's quieter, more comfortable, and I've had zero issues, end quote. Mark S., G80 owner, 2018 model. Trap to avoid. Some trims with huge wheels firm up the ride. Choose comfort spec trims if you want that flagship float. Verify service history. Check for accident damage as always. Otherwise, this is a steal. The Sport trim comes with 19-inch wheels and sport-tuned suspension. It looks aggressive, but it sacrifices some of that flagship ride quality. If you want maximum comfort, stick with the base or luxury trims. 5 Goldmines. Hyundai Equus. Flagship 5e8 for 11 grand. Infiniti Q70. Limo space. Truck power. Luxury refinement. Lexus GS 350. The athlete that never dies. Mercedes W212. Peak modern Mercedes for pocket change. Genesis G80. The best value proposition in modern luxury. All overlooked, all cheap, all proven. Now here's the question. GS 350 versus W212. E-Class, what's your move at 15 grand? Make your case in the comments. Spec, miles, service history, I want details. If this helped you dodge a bad buy or find a gold mine, smash that like button and subscribe. We're just getting started.